Over on Twitter, I do this thing called the agenda, which basically I do it maybe 2 or 3 times a week and just talk about what I have planned. And usually I pick out some pretty weird things that I have planned, just so people know that I'm in fact not normal, just as you've always suspected. If you want to follow me on Twitter, feel free. It's this right here, that. It's at something. Anyway, so the agenda for this week, I have a few books. Let's go ahead and book haul. Because, yeah, I think that I'm just going to fit all of my book haul type stuff into this video. So, there might be more than one agenda a month. I have no idea whether that's going to happen or not. I actually was planning on having more books to haul, but for some reason, I got a bug up my ass, and I was like, no, I can't spend any more money. I just really can't. December was expensive, y'all. I picked up the Sleepy Hollow Family Almanac by Chris D'Agostino. This is going into something I'm going to call the shelf. And that is the adult books that I must read this year. If y'all are interested in seeing what's on that shelf, there are 24 books, I will do a shelf tour at some point, if you want me to do that. If there's enough interest in the comments, I will certainly do that. This is actually sort of a comedic satire kind of a thing about families and disturbingly familiar problems. I'm interested in those things. Yet another copy of Kiss Me Deadly, 13 Tales of Paranormal Love, which there is a Velveteen story in called Vermilion. And I keep giving it away. I don't know why I keep giving it away. I need a copy for me to put on my shelf. The editor on this is Trisha Tellup, so that's where it's located, somewhere in your store or something. The last book I picked up is Laini Taylor's Days of Blood and Starlight. I am not a frequent series reader. I will buy lots of books in the series and never read past the first book, but I'm actually considering reading a second book in the series when it comes to this series right here. I love Daughter of Smoke and Bone. There is something really beautiful about the writing, and the construction of the novel is very interesting in that it has a very sort of compartmentalized feel to it that came together in the end. I thought it was a really interesting take on construction. And so there you go. There you have it. That's my haul. I wanted to talk about some videos that I have planned because I haven't done a best of 2012 yet, and I haven't done a book show yet, and I feel like I need to wrap some things up together. So next week I'm looking at doing a top 5 of 2012 book show. Planning on doing that, like, for real. I was going to do like this big sort of the best of 2012 in lots of things like songs and movies and TV and stuff. And if you want me to talk about those things, I think I should do like short videos of those rather than one big long thing that people lose interest in and then click out of. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but I monetized my account. Does that mean I became a partner? I don't give a shit. What I did it for, and it's purely for aesthetic reasons only, is because I was so tired of just seeing a still image that I didn't have any control over being the marker for my video when people saw that I had a new video. It drove me crazy. Plus, it's virtually impossible to make any money at publishing, so I might as well try to make at least some book buying cash, right? I'm a whore. So another thing this week, I read this really disturbing article that was tracking the closure of a lot of Barnes & Noble superstores across the country. So a lot have been closing down. Sort of under the radar, not really being talked about. And I'm thinking about doing a video about a call to arms to sort of bring it to people's attention that they need to add book buying to their monthly household budgets because, damn, can you imagine a world without bookstores? I mean, we went through all this with Borders, and Barnes & Noble is not looking all too healthy. If you're expecting those publishing houses to suddenly become innovative and flexible about their ebook pricing and sort of get ahead of the times and just be awesome, you're going to be shit out of luck. Because they haven't changed in how many years? It's not going to be pretty. It's not so much that I think that books will go away completely, because there's going to be always small presses and EPUB presses and self-publishing, that kind of thing. But if it's only that, then it becomes a much bigger issue. Barnes & Noble has made itself such a huge part of the industry. If they're not around, I don't know how New York publishing can survive. If you think people are dumbasses now, imagine when there aren't any books to read. How stupid people will get. The last thing is that I'm really happy that there's been a really good response to my video about creativity and depression. If you haven't watched that, you can check it out here. It was one of those things where while it was uploading, I was like, wow, this is going to kind of make me vulnerable to lots of things, I guess. But in the end, I honestly, I wouldn't have put it out there if I didn't feel like everyone was dealing with their own shit. And so I don't believe in stigmas around mental health because, frankly, I've met hundreds and hundreds of people. I've treated upwards of like 800, I think, at last count. And I haven't seen a distinguishable difference between the people I saw as clients and the people I met every day in my real life. Everyone is on the same page when it comes to amassing problems. It's kind of it's our thing. It's like a human trait to have lots of shit to carry around with you. And so discussing these issues publicly shouldn't be as big of an issue as it is, but it seems like it is. It seems like it takes an act of courage to do this. I would really strongly encourage everyone to just sort of feel like, hey, this is it. This is who I am. This is my baggage. This is all of it. I mean, I think the less that you're secretive about those kind of things, the better off everyone is, really. So that's that. That's what I've got. That's the agenda. What is your agenda? What do you have planned? What are you bringing to the table? Could be anything, really. I don't know. I'd have to read the comments later, which I'll do. I will do that. I will do that. Bye.